So can you tell me like how many of you guys want to go into blockchain and how many of you guys or girls want to go into the business side of it? I should speak more about the technical aspects or the business aspects.
It would be helpful if you talk about both of them.
Okay.
Like
Yes.
we want to apply technical stuff in the
Uh,
business.
what
Okay,
I
bro.
wanted to say is what we know about blockchain is the technology, but what are the exact job opportunities? Like if we go ahead and work in blockchain, what job will we have?
Okay.
Nice, nice, great. So let me first welcome Mr. Yash Shukla. He is a blockchain expert and founder of Tilaf, a new age blockchain and AR based startup. He has an experience of 5 years of building and managing blockchain system for India and abroad. Tilaf.com has launched the world's first decentralized mixed reality platform with its own cryptocurrency. Now over to you, sir.
So hi guys and girls. So as Ashwini has told, we here at Tilif are working on a decentralized mixed reality platform. So I know it's a bit gibberish. What is decentralized? What is mixed reality? And what are these technologies? Why? How are we combining these two technologies and all? So let me just give you a crux or a brief about what we are working on right now. So as some of you guys were asking me, what is the exact uh, advantage of the blockchain technology? So this is the main question which I had 4 years back. Like half the like when you read about it, it looks like it's a database. When you see when you go through it, it looks like there's nothing new about it. So why is there any hype behind it? So this is the one question which always comes into the mind. Ki what is the main thing in blockchain which is creating this hype? So uh, if you want to just consider blockchain as a database, basically a database which cannot be manipulated by which has a capability to be manipulated in a very authentic and integral way by a large number of people together. So consider that the PICT has their own database in which they are storing all the data of you guys, the ones who have passed out and all. Now the admin has the control over it. Okay. Now if Ashwini is there, Ashwini has got like 100 out of 100 marks in a particular subject, and they have mentioned it in the database. And so the admin has the control to change that particular thing. Okay. One day, suppose admin comes in at night time at 12 and just changes it to 90. Okay. So now he has changed it to 90, but like he has that control because it's completely centralized. The one who has a physical access or maybe a normal or connectable access to the database can change those values. But in blockchain, if you consider, then lot of logics and lot of restrictions can be put such that in a decentralized way, people can just amend those things. And lot of different things are there in blockchain. Like it's a combination of lot of new technologies or new concepts. One is the gamification part, one is the cryptography part. Like I believe like you'll most of the students are from FE, I guess. Am I right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
first year,
Yes.
Yeah.
second year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
in fourth year you will be reading about cryptography and all. So blockchain is a mixture of a lot of technologies plus a lot of psychological things also. Key in a cryptographical plus psychological way, this technology is devised in such a way that using this cryptography and psychological part, it's made completely decentralized. Like the logics are such that a particular person can only append or do some changes on a particular stuff and something like that. So let's not get much in deeper about blockchain, but yes. So what we are doing is key. Just let me explain you. So consider that you have a home. Okay. Now the value of a home is created when the government has a ledger in which it's written that this particular home is owned by XYZ person. Okay. That is creating the value for that particular property. So where is the property created, or where is the value created? It's basically in the ledger which the government handles. And why is there a value? Because we trust in the government. Suddenly, if there is very much like destruction or something happens, like, or and a trust from the government goes, then there is no value to the property. Now then it's like, it's based on strength. Now you have more strength, now you can just take the property from me and something like that. So that this value part comes when there is a very good ledger on which people trust. Okay. Now why Bitcoin's value is increasing? Because the ledger behind the Bitcoin is completely decentralized. No one in the world can just go and change that ledger. Like in US, you basically US just printed 3 trillion of money. So what did they do? They have just written in a ledger ki now this particular account has $3 trillion, and they are just moving that money from one account to another. Okay. So they have the control over that ledger. But in decentralized Bitcoin, it's not like that. Like there's like deep gamification and cryptographical logic going on in behind, using which a lot of people are maintaining that ledger. That's why a lot of integrity and authenticity is there on that ledger. That's why such a large amount of value is being created. Okay, out of nowhere, basically. And so here at Tiluk, what we are doing is key, like, have you ever heard of AR technology, augmented reality? Any of you guys?
Yes.
Yeah. So here what we are doing is key, like, suppose there is a object in an AR technology, augmented reality. Now it's coming in your reality. You can see it. Now, how can we give value to it? So previously there was no way of giving value to any digital aspect on a decentralized way. Suppose you have a video on your WhatsApp and you just transfer it to 10 guys or girls. Okay. Now, when you transfer those videos, then also you have a copy of it. So there's no value on the digital plane. Are you getting it? So, but what blockchain allows you is it allows you a way to transfer that digital value. Suppose in a blockchain world and in a blockchain space, if you transfer a video to someone on the ledger perspective and you put a good logic behind it, then you cannot get back that video, or you cannot get back the ownership of that video. So previously to this, only centralized company could do this. Like they'll just write, now this thing belongs to Aditya. Now he has sent it to Suraj. Now Suraj has sent it to Suyash. But if they want, they can just write, now it's belong to me. It's on their hand. But in blockchain space, like it's on your control, and like this, everything goes. And on the AR aspect, what we are trying to do is we are trying to make this we are trying to make value in this AR reality. Like now, like while using our app, you can create value in small AR objects or AR characters. You can just pass on them to others. You can make videos with them, and a lot of engagement is there around AR and blockchain. So this is what we are trying to achieve in Tiluf. So yes, this is about Tiluf basically. Any questions?
Yeah, hi. I'm a second year
Hi.
engineering. Yeah, I am pretty from right first year. I got into blockchain, and I have been
Okay.
developing some Solidity smart contracts, and I have a pretty good understanding about how it works. So my question is,
Okay.
how you are going to, I mean, how you are doing the reality part into the ledger, how you are implementing it into that.
Okay, so this is a very nice question, Rishikesh. You must be knowing that there is a very big restriction on the blockchain side that the data cannot be replicated, that
Yeah,
a large amount of data cannot be replicated. Okay,
yeah,
so when it comes to, let me just explain it to the other guys. So basically, when it comes to blockchain, everyone has that ledger. Okay, that's why they are able to maintain it. If in one ledger it's written that Rishikesh has 100 coins and Ashwini has 100 coins, and they both have given, like, and I have 100 coins and I have given them both 50-50. Now they both have 150 coins. So in the ledger part, like, everyone has that ledger and everyone has that thing written with them. But when it now Rishikesh question is something like, if AR objects are there, now AR objects are something around, like, a small AR prop would be also around 2 MB of size. Okay, so how will we use that 2 MB, or how will put that 2 MB inside the ledger? So Rishikesh, you should be learning about something called IPFS, Interplanetary File System. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so that is a decentralized database, okay, on which
Okay.
you can save files. So basically, what happens is, I'll not go much in the technical part, but it takes the file, it makes a hash of it, okay, and now hash cannot be changed. Like if it's A B C D E F G H, now if you put a dot also, then also the hash changes. Okay, so and then you put that hash inside the ledger. Okay, now that keeps the authenticity, because if it is showing that Rishikesh owns this particular hash and this particular product, then people can just get it from the IPFS network. And IPFS is also something like, anyone can host a node and anyone can just broadcast the data. It's not like it will be only on your server and people can access it from your site. It's not something like if YouTube goes down, all the videos goes down with it. It's something like if YouTube goes down, there is one more YouTube which is there up in somewhere in the world, and we can just query the data from there. So that's why we are using IPFS or Swarm for storing the data, basically the large amount of data. The basic logic for the logic and all the value creation part is done on the blockchain, and all the data and everything is stored on the IPFS part.
Okay. So, like, when people are using your platform, so they
Yeah,
are creating augmented and different types of realities, and they are being stored on that IPFS ledger, right?
yeah, yes. So
Okay.
it's
So
the
you are
yeah,
basically providing all the features which blockchain provides in augmented in their development. Like for example, if Instagram would have been on blockchain, it is like that, right?
you can call it something like that, but we like to give you a good perspective. It's something like a YouTube plus a bank kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube plus a bank, to be precise. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not there in the consciousness of people right now, like how value is created and how, like, why does it matter to have that ledger which no one can go and append, and those things. It's not in the consciousness right now, but yes, the value can be created on that side because the value is based on the integrity of the ledger, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other question, guys? Okay, so I'll start with like, as we have named the session as the first person. So so for the technical guys, I'll not be going into much tech side. Okay, or if you have any questions, you can just ask me in between. But it's a session with the EDC guys, so I'm going much into the business side. Okay, but you can be free to ask any questions. So see, the first person, by the first person, the concept of first person is something like, he in like when I was in the college, I was introduced to a lot of new technologies, but now when, like, I knew about blockchain, like how it's working. When I was in the college, I knew about blockchain. I was working on it, but like I was not reaching that edge of that technology, which I should have, like, by then, like I should have been doing something in that edge. like where the world is like, just consider Silicon Valley. In Silicon Valley, everyone is working on the edge of a particular technology. Like all the major technologies, companies are there who are working on the major technologies and all. But we need to bring that particular mindset in India, basically. This is what the first person means. So on the first person side, I just want to introduce 5 to 6 concepts which I've learned from this complete journey. So first is key, we should run away from the competition. Okay. So as you guys are there in the college right now, you are in the first year. You must be hearing about artificial technology and you must be hearing about React JS. Now React JS was introduced on like 2017. React Native came out. Like it's a technology for the front end, and artificial intelligence is completely different thing. But just go and see like where the competition is there. Just run from there. Okay? Because what I've learned is ki what competition does is ki it just lowers your value. Like if two shops are there, okay, which are selling same things, then they'll have to be competitive about their value. So what you guys can do is, and what I've learned is ki just run away from the competition. Don't be shy about it. Just run away from it. Do something which no one is doing. Do something on which you have faith. So now the second point comes in. Ki now how to run away from the competition part. Okay, so to run away from the competition, you need to do a lot of research on a particular field. Because when I was in the college, I started with business. So it failed at that time. So, and it did not fail, but I was not earning that much which I was thinking I would earn. So then I came to know that the major thing or major problem behind that business was that there was a lot of competition around me. So it was not a thing where anyone would come and put their money. There was no hope and there was nothing in it. There was just a lot of hard work, and a normal man is also doing like a lot of hard work. A normal construction worker is working harder than you. So it's very important that you like decide ki on which field do you want to go. And I would suggest ki just run away from the competition. See where the technologies are going. See what will be the future after 5 to 10 years. Now you guys, like the first year guys, and everyone has more than 2 to 3 years before like a lot of responsibilities come on you. So till that time, at least you can do some research. Try to see what will happen after 5 years or 6 years, maybe. If we are in India, we don't have that much resources, so we can look like 10 years also, because we'll take around 2 to 3 years to reach that point. So the second point is to do research, like on which technology will grow and which technology will not grow, or else like a particular technology is there. Then nowadays a single technology has a lot of branches. Like AI has a lot of branches, blockchain has a lot of branches, like permission, non-permission, and all. So study about them, see like which has a future. Do it yourself. Like just don't see key like if some guys are saying key this particular thing is working, and and you are seeing that he's making projects on that or she's making projects on that and she's getting some recognition, then it's not worth it to just start with that technology. Do some research and put your mind in it, like whether this particular technology will get a boom or not, whether something will happen with this technology or not, or is it just a bubble, basically. Okay. And the third thing, so any questions with this thing? Anyone about the technologies, the competition part? Okay, I'll move on to the next point. So the next point will be for being the first person. Basically, you need to be fearless about getting failed. Okay, this is a very bad culture in India that, and like successful, like the parents basically they consider that children to be successful when he has never failed and just got a success. I don't think so. That is a success. In India, the culture is very wrong. It should be something like the failure should be appreciated, because whatever I have learned, it's from failure. And but one rule is there, that fail fast. Okay, if you are going to fail in something, if you are trying something, don't be afraid of failure, but fail fast. Fail as soon as you can. Okay, or or get your success out of it. Okay, so this is the third point, basically, but this is the most important point. Like, don't be afraid of doing anything. Like, if you're trying something, now just give it, like, do it with whole of your heart, and don't be like, don't get that fear come in between you and your success. And if there is a failure, then like pass it, and like start with the new thing. Okay. Now the fourth point will be there is a very big need of a hope. Okay, when you're trying for something new, when you are being that first person to try something new, there needs to be a lot of hope. Ki, haan, this thing will go right. And from where will you get this hope? This hope, you'll get this hope by two things. One is, which I mentioned in the second point, which is the research part. You need to research a lot. If you have a, like, I had a very much, like, very hard feeling that blockchain will succeed, and right now also I have that feeling with blockchain and AR. Okay, that's why I know, and I'm trying this two new technologies. That's why I know that there will be something where with I'll go and just grab that particular movement with these new technologies. So I believe ki if you have that hope, the first thing is ki do the research. I did my side of research. You should also do research on your technological part. You should see which technology will boom, and the same thing. And the second thing is the hard work. Like, if you are working hard now, then there's no chance you will not get that hope. Because if something can go wrong, then you should have the hope that you'll work hard and make it successful, or you will just patch that up if anything goes wrong. Okay. So this is the next point. Now, again, just like, and the last thing will be key, the data really matters. Okay, the data, and again I'm stressing on the research part, the data really matters. The data, like, data scientists are doing some science on the data, but you can also start using the data in the normal world. Like, you can just Google everything. The data really matters. Like how many of you guys use TikTok? Ashwini, you give a number, like, you are from 50% or maybe 60%. What do you think?
Yeah, like TikTok is banned in India, but then uh, taking a look
When
at
it was not
Instagram,
banned.
okay, yeah. Many people like like in villages, or we can say
Nahin,
like everyone.
nahin, between
Okay,
the guys and girls in this meeting, what do you think? 50% of them, 40% of them used to use it, or
okay.
so? What do
So
you think? Like, what is the percentage?
I think 60%,
Okay, so
60,
60%
70.
uses it, and
Yeah,
I think 40% hates it. Okay, now this
yeah,
is TikTok is a very polarizing thing. You hate it or you like it. Okay, so like, we in the team, in like in Tilaf also, we discuss it. Key here, why data matters is key, that a guy from that 40% could have never made TikTok. Okay, and TikTok is such a big thing. Like, in my generation, though, mostly no one of, like, they are just repelled by TikTok. Okay, but now where the data comes in is key, 60% of you guys are using it. Okay. So, like, you cannot just define a particular thing on the basis of your mentality. This is what I'm trying to say. If you like something, then the future will like that thing, or the future generation or a particular sector will like that thing, is not like, this is not the logic. The logic is something like, you just go and Google, take some data, see some statistics, and then only you'll come to know what is happening and what is not happening. But there is one intuition also. So just believe on that also. So just maintain that balance between the intuition and data. And I think you guys can also see key what will happen in the future, on what things you can work on. And yes, so this is it. Any questions from you guys?
So actually, we want to know about your company, tlive.com.
Okay. So can I? So Suraj. So who is this?
Dhaval,
Okay,
I'm
Dhaval.
a
So
second year engineering student.
okay, so like, do you have a specific question or?
No, I want to know more about your company. What it is exactly and what does it do and how did you execute it?
Okay, okay. So see, Tiluf is basically like I explained it before also. So it's basically creating something. Tiluf is a platform where you can create value in the mixed reality space. Okay, so and by saying mixed reality, I would also like to say ki more specifically to AR. Okay, so more specifically to AR, like you can use this platform to create value. So now, so do you want to go into the technical side or how we started?
Technical side, like actually we all are not that much familiar with these terms. Like we add value and all. So could you just give a brief? So we would know more what exactly the product or service is, and we
Okay,
can
so
explore that field.
yes, so see, now if you would have used IKEA, so IKEA has their own app in which you can just use that app to place a sofa in your hall room or your living room or maybe your bedroom. You can just put a flower pot in your bedroom and just see like how it looks. Okay, but now there's no value to that sofa actually. Okay, because that sofa is on a centralized server in IKEA, like in IKEA's database or data houses in it's in that server, and it's basically not like if you, Dhaval, you are seeing a sofa in your living room and I am just putting that sofa in my living room, then these two uh those are not those are not the same sofa. Like it's coming like, yeah, basically there's no value to that sofa. It doesn't belong to anyone. It's in whole soul it's belong to IKEA. If IKEA wants, they can just remove that sofa from their catalog. Now you'll not be able to see that sofa also, and you cannot just transfer that sofa and all. So that is so like they don't have that functionality at all. But I'm just telling ki you cannot we cannot transfer that sofa. Now a value is something which can be transferred between different parties. Okay. Now it has some integrity attached to it. Now Reserve Bank of India is writing that they'll give us gold or maybe like they'll just give us some value back if we go and give them a 2000 note. Now they are handling all the integral integrity part and all the parts of like maintaining the authenticity of the coins or the notes. So here at Tiluk, what we are doing is like we are making a platform where which is running on blockchain, and using this platform on this like this is the lower base of the complete platform, the blockchain part. On top of it is the AR structure. Okay. Now this AR structure on this AR space, the value is created using this blockchain space. Now if I like let me give you a good example. So basically, right now we have a character with us named Diverse. Okay. Now, like it's an in-house character. You can use that character to make AR videos. So there's one more functionality in our platform that you can just move the AR characters, make them talk, and like make them interact with the world. Now, what happens is ki just consider ki one just consider कि there is one drag artist. Now, one drag artist means कि they just a drag artist is the one who makes a like who wears different costumes, makes some different makeup, and just like try to present himself or herself as a very different character. So there's a drag artist called Mark who has just contact like we have just came in contact with him. Now he is putting his own character in our virtual space. Okay. Now that character will be uploaded by him. So it will be owned by him basically on the ledger part. And uh, now Mark is making videos with that character in which that character is interacting with the world, interacting with how like interacting with the like going to the mall, interacting with the person and something like that. Now when he wants to sell that character, so consider key now if he wants to sell a character to someone, that character to someone, so he can sell that character on Tiluf. He can just transfer that character to someone and get paid in the like get paid in tokens or maybe Bitcoin or something like that, or maybe normal cash also. But the transfer will happen on the network. Okay. So this is where we are trying to create the value stuff. Like and the main part will be key and see uh consider on the AR perspective, consider key Disney Walt Disney is there. Okay, now they have created a movie on our platform. Okay, suppose Mickey Mouse movie was created on our platform, and now they can sell the Mickey Mouse character on the platform. So it really makes sense. Ki, like when you'll go into much deeper parts of it, it really makes sense. Ki how when you see that how value is created and what things have value, then basically a AR object can be given value by attaching some emotional aspects to it, maybe some other aspects to it, and maintaining a good ledger of it. This is what we are trying to do. And the second perspective, like if you see the larger picture, then just consider like everything on the network works on coins. Okay. Now like the ones who will be running the network will be getting coins. The ones who are using the network will be giving the coins to the one who are running the network. If you want to do a transaction, you'll need coins. If you want to buy something, you'll need coins. If you want to create something, you need coins. And the ones who will be running the servers will be authenticating everything, will be taking coins from you, okay, and mining the coins. So this is the whole concept of blockchain. So now what happens is he consider like just take an example of Zomato. Okay, now in Zomato, if uh, like um, if a restaurant is there, okay, now that restaurant is providing a very good meal, okay, very good meal and a very good delivery with a very good cutlery, and they have a very good way to present themselves on like when they are just giving you the parcel. Okay, now a Zomato delivery guy comes to your house with that particular parcel, and now you open that parcel, and you are really fascinated by how like fascinated by the taste and the presentation of that food, and you give it a 4-star rating or maybe 5-star rating. So let's say 5-star rating and a good big one paragraph of how much you liked it. Okay, now the restaurants had got that 5-star rating at that paragraph. Okay, but the goodwill goes to the Zomato. Okay, now Zomato will like now suppose 100 restaurants are doing the same thing. Okay, so as a whole, the users will shift from Swiggy to Zomato, but that value which was created, this goodwill value which is created, is not going in the hands of the normal restaurants or the delivery guys. It's going in the hands of Zomato and the investors. Okay, now when everything is running on tokens and everything is being transferred, or everything supposedly, like suppose if you are transferring something like everything is running on tokens. Now the delivery guy is being paid in coins. Now the restaurant owner is getting paid in coins. So when a particular restaurant in Assam is provide, like suppose Zomato is on blockchain. Okay, now someone has created it on blockchain, and it's working really fine. And someone in Assam, some restaurant in Assam is doing a very good delivery. Okay. So slowly, it will start increasing the value of the coin itself, like with very less percentage, but yes, it will increase the value of the coins. So just consider the value of the coins as the shares of the company. Okay. So if a set of restaurants are going providing good value and good service, the shares will increase, but in the blockchain side, the value of the tokens will increase. So this is where like we so yes, this is where the value comes in. So this is one aspect of creating value. The other aspect is uh, transferring of the value and that authenticity in the ledger. So these are the two aspects of value creation in blockchain, and there are more aspects, like small aspects are there. The gamification part is also very fascinating, which has like a complete wrap of gamification is there. like like just think ki why will anyone run a server? Like if anything is decentralized, then there should be someone who is running the server. Okay, there should be someone who is keeping the server always up. Okay, so the blockchain provides a very good wrapping of gamification, which allows uh, which motivates people to run the server and to use the blockchain basically. So this is where the value part comes in. I think it's clear now, Dhaval. Is it?
Yeah, it is clear. So I can make a AR character on your website or a app, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Actually, I have few more questions.
Okay, so
Uh,
basically, you can make a character, you can upload it on the network, you can interact with those characters, you can attach lives to it. Lives is a concept in which you take videos with the character, in which the character is speaking to you, or character is reacting to your reality. The character is in your home, or Saunders are also there. So Saunders is something like a context of this reality, something like a story to this reality. So just consider ki a sonder is something like you can call it as a channel also. So some guys are using it as a channel, so they can just attach lives to it. They can just make lives and attach lives to it and just pass on the sonders to someone. They can sell it to someone and like that.
okay, nice. I got it.
I know it's a bit complex right now, the value creation part, but yes, that's why we are also focusing on the AR part as much as we can to get the initial crowd, and slowly we are like taking them to the value creation part also. Because right now it's not in the consciousness, like how can be created, how value can be transferred. Like we are not getting it. It's something like this, and the login process is also completely different
So
because yeah. So right now, as like if you do the login on Google, so Google will just give you, like if you just lose your password, they'll just give you a authentication code or maybe a OTP, and you can just renew your password. But in blockchain, it's not like that. If something is decentralized, then the control is given to everyone, and if control is with everyone, then responsibilities also come up. So that's why, like on the blockchain side, the value can be created, but yes, it's a bit difficult, and the people are not used to it right now. The blockchain part. Yes.
it is a platform where one can create a character and then sell it, and it's like patent thing, right?
No, it's not like patent thing. See, patent, where patent comes in is uh, see, on the patent side, patent involves a lot of legality. Government is involved in it. Government sees whether like this particular thing has a patent or not. Like, so a lot of legality is also involved on the patent side. But on this side, you can just consider it key the value of the that particular thing is sold to someone. Now, any one of you have used Steam platform? So okay, so on Steam, basically you can see some movies and all, and people really buy wallpapers from that movie so that they can just paste it or just keep it on their desktop or their mobile phones. Okay, they are just buying those movies. So just consider ki on Tiluf, you are able to make a reality using your own character or maybe your own props, and you are able to sell it. Now Kim Kardashian is there on Tiluf. Just consider, like, let's hope she'll come someday, and she's there on Tiluf, and she is creating, like, she has created a small dummy 3D prop, and she interacts with it every day for 1 week. Now she goes out to sell it to someone. Now there's a complete ledger which shows that she owned, like, she was the one who owned it previously, and now Dhaval owns it. Okay, so now that particular thing has some value, and it's not on us to create the value, not on us, like, not on the team to look to create the value. Like, that's why we have created a platform so that people can create value on it. Like, when YouTube was going to start, like, it was something like why people will post video and why, like, how much video they'll post, like why they'll post video, what kind of videos they'll post. But right now, millions of videos are being posted per day. So it's not like that's what I'm saying. We cannot tell like how things will be created. We, like, the perfect thing is he just give the control over to the normal public, and they'll do whatever they can to create value and all, and let them think about it. Just give them the tools to do that. So this is what we this is the ideology that we follow in Tiluf.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Now since you spoke about Kim Kardashian, so like these reality stars have their own apps. So is it something like that, like role play app kind of things?
I don't know about their apps. Can you just elaborate a bit? Their own apps means?
So they have their own, these reality stars, they have their own characters in this app. And the person who uses this app, he or she can do anything. Like, I don't exactly know the name
See,
of the app.
no. So, okay. Okay, no, it's not something like that. It's more of a kind ki they have a small character involved with them. They talk to them, they do something with it, and then they create value or engagement with it. And just after that, they are selling it or they are just using for marketing purpose, something like that.
Right,
And it
exactly.
has, yeah,
Exactly what that app does. They just want to promote their own TV shows or their own products, and that's why they create these apps. This is a very common thing in the Hollywood, like in the West, like the celebrities do this.
they
Just
create their app by this. What do you mean?
like since you said, I remembered like the app is, I googled it. That app is called Hollywood. Okay, so it says it's a basic role play app and is to increase their fame and reputation. So is
No,
that,
I don't. Hollywood app.
yeah?
Yeah, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, so you are basically creating every character uniquely, na? Every user
Yes.
will make his own uniquely. So there was once a game like I don't know if you know that Crypto Kitties.
Yes.
So it's
Yes. Yes. Yes.
like that, na? Non fungible asset type.
Maybe you can call it in like that way, but I would like you don't just categorize into into something. Like, when like, this is a very bad thing to do, because, like, we don't know where exactly people will be attracted to, like at what thing the people will be attracted to. Like, when Facebook was launched, they were allowing people to add photos to their website and showcase their photos with their friends and all. But
Yeah,
Instagram came up with the same ideology, or the same concept, just they restricted it to
yeah,
only photos. Okay, so
yeah,
it depends a lot on the execution part. And when it comes to CryptoKitties, on the CryptoKitties aspect, it's not decentralized. I don't think so that it's decentralized, because the main, like, if you go and see the legal structure of it, they say that all the kitties and everything belongs to the CryptoKitty guys. No one can use, like,
yeah,
you cannot use those CryptoKitties even if you own them. Okay, so this is one thing.
Okay.
Now, the things which are created are not on decentralized servers. It's there on their servers. It was just an hype which was created, and on
Okay.
top of it, the content on the cryptocurrency is created by the company itself. It's not a platform. It's just something like a card collection kind of thing. Like they'll create the cards, you keep the cards. Now you just play with those cards and all. They are creating the
Okay.
content and all, but we are trying to give them a complete platform where they can create stuff, they can engage with those stuff, and they can do other things with it.
So the characters and the realities can be traded through the blockchain, right? On an exchange or something like that.
Right now we have not thought about those things, but our platform allows the user to do all the transaction and everything on the app itself.
No, but my question is like there are centralized augmented realities platforms, and you are a unique, like I don't know anyone besides you that do it on a decentralized platform. But what is the incentive for the user to use the decentralized one, like except for the
So
trust and the security part, like if
see,
you are
except
providing.
see, why
Yeah,
are you adding this word as except the security and trust part? Like trust is not worthy for you to go on a platform.
but for augmented and reality part, like
See, for
central.
augmented reality part, it's not there, but we are talking about value creation. So for value
Yeah,
creation, trust is needed or not.
yeah, for value
So this is one
creation
case,
trust
and
is
the
needed.
second case is okay. The second case is ki the Zomato wala example which I shared with you guys.
Yeah,
So that is also a major issue. Like the major concept behind this thing, ki that will work, and that is the end goal. Ki when people are creating some content, when someone is doing something good on this platform, the goodwill is shared between the users, not between the company owners and all.
okay.
Yes. And the trust part is also very, I guess this was Dhaval or Rishikesh. Who was this?
Rushikesh.
Okay, Rishikesh. So basically, the trust part is very important. Like if you'll go into much depth of how the technology works now, so you'll understand slowly that the trust part is very, very important. Without that trust, you cannot create any value. And see, suddenly when WhatsApp gave their like just now WhatsApp gave an update now in which they will be sharing your privacy. Like they just changed some
With Facebook.
privacy policies and all. Yes.
Yeah,
So suddenly people started moving to Telegram. Okay.
yeah,
Now it's not like ki everyone knows ki what policies like they have mentioned and what data they'll be sharing and all. Only few guys in the industry or maybe few people know ki what exactly is the benefit of Telegram. Okay. But
yeah,
now like the herd is moving on the Telegram and Signal. Okay. So it's not like you don't consider it to be key. The trust and security part is very nominal, and it's not like you just said key, except of trust and security. What else is there? So you cannot
no,
just
I am completely in for a decentralized one, but like for
totally
particularly
get,
for reality part I was
yes, I
asking.
totally get your point. I was also in the same situations some year back. I also thought ki what we'll do with the security and the authenticity or integrity part. And it's not something like कि एकदम अचानक से तुम सिक्योरिटी और ऑथेंटिसिटी के भक्त बन जाते हो कि हमको चाहिए करके या तुम टेररिस्ट में बनना चाहते हो तो तुमको लग जाता है ऐसा नहीं होता there's a
Acha.
very big there's a very big concept or logic behind it which helps you to create value.
Yeah,
So everything is about creating value. Why is Bitcoin booming? Because value is being created. And why is value
yeah,
being created? Because of the authenticity and security. बड़े बड़े लोग आके जब लगाते हैं तो लॉट ऑफ रिसर्चर्स आर देयर बिहाइंड दोस थिंग्स कि वो पूरा पढ़ के लगाते हैं और जब बड़े लोग लगाते हैं तो फिर उनसे नीचे वाले लगाने लगेंगे और धीरे धीरे सब लगाने लगते हैं.
Acha.
यस.
Yeah.
So, could you share some learning resources for the blockchain?
on the blockchain, I would suggest you guys to like थोड़ा सा कहीं से, तो YouTube में everything is available. Just read something, make one solidity contract. तुम तो ऋषिकेश को भी पकड़ सकते हो, like he knows कि थोड़ा तो लिखना आता ही है, तो you just ask him थोड़ा लिखो लिखो, and then you can just start
Yeah.
doing some freelancing. एकदम like in very cheap cost, you just start doing some freelancing, get some projects, get some practical knowledge, do like get your hands dirty, and yes, you'll be able to know at least ki how the technology works. Baki, I don't know the study material. Study material, I don't think so are very helpful. Just go and do some practical out there.
Yeah, actually, I tried learning from Unschool, and there was a workshop from the college itself. So I was also enrolled in that. But to be honest, when it comes to execution part, I'm not that well equipped, or so I want to do in more in the practical stuff.
Maybe you'll have to do the practical stuff. No, without the practical stuff, it's something like you are just reading the theory part.
Yeah, so how can I do it, or how can I execute it, the practical stuff?
The practical stuff. So that's why, na, see, I cannot ask you to build something. There are some guys who want something built in the blockchain space. So they are coming to the freelancing websites. So go on the freelancing websites, apply to those jobs, give them, just tell them ki, for nominal charges, just start taking the projects, do the projects for free also, do some projects, and then you'll get the understanding and the knowledge or expertise or the hands-on experience on the blockchain part on or on the other things.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir. Can you give us some good examples, like for right now, almost everything which is centralized can be made into decentralized, right? So
Yes.
like you did it
See,
with
yes.
augmented reality. So how can we start in something else, or how can we start with building stuff?
See, so what I think is key, whatever, like people have created a decentralized version of YouTube, people have created
Yeah,
a decentralized version of Twitter. I don't know the
yeah.
basic behind it and are they completely decentralized or not. But
Okay.
like all the things which are in the mainstream, like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all, are like they people like other people have made the decentralized uh, version of it. Okay, so they have done that
Yeah,
part. Now it's on you. See, what you can do is you can just see like what things can be valued later on in the future
yeah.
because of a trusted ledger, and you can see it with that perspective, and you can start with that. And I would suggest you don't go and build something which is already there in a non-centralized version, because centralized version is very efficient.
Fast and
Okay,
efficient. Yeah,
yeah, it's very
yeah.
fast, it's very efficient. Now we cannot go and fight with them, so focus
Yeah.
more on the value creation part.
Okay.
Yes, because like we cannot give them a faster service, but at least we can give them a value. On Bitcoin you cannot do a transaction in 1 second, but at least you can hold a lot of amount. You can do a transaction to US in just 5 minutes, but the transaction or the speed is not what matters. What matters is
Yeah.
the value. Yeah, the value which is created. So focus on the
Okay.
value part, like where you think value can be there on the digital aspects or on something or the other where you can create value. So just go, or just try to find some small things where value can be created, and you can put
Okay.
those things on ledger, or maybe you can do something like that.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Can you name a few sectors in which you thought blockchain technology was totally unexpected and blockchain technology somehow entered in it? And what do you think, or like what sectors do you think will adopt the blockchain technology, like decentralization, especially?
See, what I believe is key, a lot of industries are there where the blockchain, just people went in that industry and started making something uh, like when it was not needed. But uh, don't, what I would tell you is ki don't try to make convert some industry into a decent, don't try to make a decentralized version of some existing industry. What I'm saying is ki already there is a competition there in that industry. Now you are creating a decentralized version of it, and for just that, as Rishikesh said, ki just for that security and integrity part, no one will come to your thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you need to create a completely, what we are trying to do is we are trying to do create a new industry. We are trying to create a new space where value can be created. So we don't have any uh, like what we are not trying to convert our industry into a decentralized thing. We are trying to create our own industry. So that's what I'm saying. Do some research wherever you think key, if this thing if someone wants something to be written on a stone ki this belongs to me, that thing can be done on blockchain also. So that is where just go through the technology, then slowly you'll also come to know ki how value can be created, then you'll come to know ki where value can be created. See, I cannot just, you can create you can create a YouTube version of it also, or a decentralized version of YouTube, but you need to have that passion, and you need to have that uh, passion of making that decentralized new YouTube. It should be something like when you were a child, the centralized YouTube really tortured you and something like that. That's why now you want to create a decentralized YouTube. This is not the case now. So get something where you are passionate about, for which you are passionate about. Do make that thing decentralized, or if you think this should be decentralized, it will be really fun to make this thing decentralized, then go and work on that part. I cannot just tell you ki yes, this thing can be decentralized. Go and make a decentralized version of this particular thing, because a lot of other things are also there. Ki how can it be decentralized? Which is the best version? With decentralization comes a lot of problems also. The contracts can never be changed. You need to make the architecture in such a way that it's perfectly scalable. It's not something like a lot of concepts are there, like lean startup and all. Those concepts doesn't work on this decentralized or blockchain part, because on the blockchain side, you need to define everything from the start, because a lot of things cannot be changed later on, and a lot of things are there. So you'll just go through the technology and you'll come to know. Okay.
Okay, thank
Any
you.
other question?
Yeah, hi. Uh, like, how can I contact you like directly?
I was going to say this, Rishikesh. तुम मेरे को मैं नंबर दे दूंगा. You just contact me on LinkedIn or maybe something like that. जितने क्वेश्चन से पूछ लेना.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
I
Okay.
wanted to contact you as well.
Okay, done. So maybe just a second. ठीक है ना? You guys can contact me on LinkedIn. My profile is there.
Yeah,
Ping me or DM
otherwise
me on
I
that.
will share your number.
Okay.
Pardon?
Okay, cool.
I will
Okay.
share your number on group.
Let them contact on LinkedIn.
Okay,
Then
okay.
after that we'll connect. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So Ashwini, do we have more time or
Yeah, yes. Hello, Ranjit
yes?
Hirve.
Hi, sir. Yes.
Hello, yeah. No, glad to see you after a long time with long hair. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So thank you very much for your time. Huh? Your maybe what your technical. I joined little late, so you were discussing some technical stuff or something. Hope it will really helpful for the guys, and of
I
course it
also
will
hope.
motivate them to go ahead and all. Like,
Yes, I also hope so.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much, Ashwini. Over to you. Means anything else?
Yeah, yes, sir. So, Mayuresh has one question for you, Yash.
Okay.
Does blockchain helps company to reduce cost?
Does blockchain help the company to reduce cost?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely, Mayuresh. So basically, the security part is completely handled by the blockchain side. We never had to think about the cross-site scripting, SQL injection, like these attacks, because even if they do something like this on the website side, then also they'll not be able to change anything on the blockchain side. So of course, on the security side, it's saving a lot of time because there are not many hacks or something like that to get into the like to get some free coins or something out of our network. And so security on like from the security point of view, yes, it's really reducing the cost. And also a lot of things on like if you deploy something on the Ethereum network, then people are there who are running the network and keeping that network up, so that server cost is also saved on that side. So yes, it saves a cost in a lot of ways, but with blockchain technology, you'll need developers and people who know about this technology. So in that part, it increases the cost. So yes, I would not say it's balanced, but it like if you see, then overall it like decreases the cost basically. Yes, it decreases the cost and the tension of the security also. It decreases that also. Hello.
Okay, thank you. Again, Sayam has a question.
Okay.
Sayam, go
Hi.
ahead.
Yes. Hi, this is Sayyam. And
I see.
I'd like to ask you that when did you start this Teluf.com with your startup? And uh, like, how was the team building? Because uh, this startup, as per like the session continued, I come to know that this requires experienced AI professionals and blockchain professionals. So, how did you go about it? Were you into technical side? Were you just building the
See, I
team
was
and taking experienced professionals?
okay. So see, the two major things in creating a startup is finding the product market fit. Like, why will users use your platform? And the second thing is getting a very good team. Now, because you cannot do everything on your own. Like, if you're trying to do everything on your own, then you are probably stupid. You cannot create something very big on your own. So, you need a very good world class team for it. And it's something like just have that hope that one day you'll be able to bring that team. Just start on your own, and slowly everything will start falling into place. Like, this is my ideology. Like, just start working on it from small fractions, and don't be afraid of failures. You'll fail, then slowly things will start falling into place. And till now also it's falling into place slowly. Like, the journey has just started for us. And everyone is really hopeful about this thing will go like this, and no one knows like how everything will go. But now also we don't have a very big world class team, and now also we are in the way. So right now our ideology is कि let's work, keep on working. जो लगता रहता है उसके लिए प्रे करते रहो और काम करते रहो. It will slowly come. And yes, slowly it starts building up. But वही है, like, take small steps. Just try to take the first step, then second step, then automatically you'll get some resource for the third step. ये दिस इज द फैक्ट बेसिकली कि पहला स्टेप ले लो, दूसरा स्टेप ले लो, तीसरे के लिए कुछ ना कुछ मिल जाएगा, चौथे के लिए और मिल जाएगा, पांचवे के लिए और मिल जाएगा, बट लगे रहो.
Right, agreed. But like, I was curious to know, like when you started your idea on your own, like you had this idea, how did you find those ML professionals? Because sorry, like blockchain professionals, because it's really difficult in this current time to find these experienced people to
See,
invest.
I
Uh,
See, I
start?
had my own experience in blockchain, so that is what helped me a lot. And on the development and on the other side, like slowly, we had some guys, and then like one of them was like uh, like I had the blockchain expertise, but slowly we started bringing in guys. So how can I tell? Go on LinkedIn, start searching for them. Like, what do you want exactly? The steps or like what? You'll have to search for them.
Like
Like
the
you'll have to
actual
search.
story. Mm-hmm.
The actual
The
story is very
actual.
big. Like like you can, like I cannot tell you like how 1 month went when I was searching for someone and how did I find him. So what we do here is we find someone, get him on board, work with him for at least 10 days, and then if he's working fine, we hire him. This is what we do.
Oh.
And
Mm.
uh, like if you're not getting anyone with that expertise, try freelancing. Because on our case, like in Pune, we have a team of around seven, around eight. Okay. One company in Pakistan is helping us for on the wallet and blockchain side. One company is Delhi is helping us. Two guys are from Indore. One is from Bangalore, and one is from Brazil. And like this, the whole team is very spread out. Like it's uh, so, and like it was not like every one of them came at the same moment. Like slowly, whenever we needed someone, we tried searching for someone, and then we got him.
Right. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I guess now everyone are clear with this. With so let's just conclude.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Yash Shukla, for your guiding
Thank
and
you so much, Ashwini.
yeah,
And thank you guys.
yeah. Uh, Thank you
Yeah,
so
you.
much
Thank
for
you again. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to talk to the students.
No, so if you have any opportunity, maybe for internship or something, means you can forward to me. Maybe we will try to give a good, maybe re- good one to help you in the project, maybe, or maybe in a
Definitely, sir.
product. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
okay.
Ashwini, I think
So
we can conclude now.
yeah, yes,
Hmm.
sir. That's it for the day, guys. Thank you so much for lending us a patient ear. Stay tuned with an EDC PICT. We are coming up with more such session. Thank you all.